Om Namah Shivaya. The Sins and the Punya. Discourse by MahaPeriyava from the book Voice of God, Volume 1. Nobody in this world desires to be a sinner, but we commit more of sinful acts only. All of us desire to have the fruits of virtuous deeds, but we do not engage ourselves in virtuous deeds. Arjuna asked the Lord, "No one wants to commit a sin, but Krishna, something prods him towards sin. What is that?" Bhagavan tells him, "That exactly is desire, my dear, desire. We try to acquire a thing because of desire. Because of the desire to acquire it somehow or the other, we ignore considerations of dharma and adharma. If that desire is fulfilled, do we get satisfied? No. When we pour ghee on fire, does the fire get extinguished? It grows into a bigger fire. In the same way, when a desire is fulfilled, another bigger desire comes up in the mind. If that be so, can it be said that it is better if the desire is not fulfilled? That is not so either. If that desire is not fulfilled, we get impatient. Just as a rubber ball that is thrown against a wall rebounds, the unfulfilled desire rebounds on us as anger and prods us into further sins. Next to desire, it is anger that has been mentioned by the Lord in the Gita. This is also the result of desire. So, the only way to avoid sinful acts is to destroy desire. How to do this? We cannot remain without indulging in activities. Even when the body is not engaged in work, the mind is working. It is the nature of the mind to keep thinking about something or the other. All our activities of the body and mind are centered around our selfish desires. Due to this only, they drive us more and more into sins. If that be so, and if we consider whether we can remain inactive and keep quiet, human nature does not allow that. Thayumanuvar Swamigal said, "Rare is the ability to still the mind and be in a state of inaction. Even if the bodily activities are stopped a bit, the mental activity does not stop. In addition to being active itself, the mind prods the body also into action. It is not possible to stop the desires by any direct means. Activities too cannot be stopped. If so, is there no solution to this problem? Solution is there. In the state in which we are, it is not necessary to stop all activities. But the situation that we are acting for selfish ends should be changed, and we should engage ourselves in activities that do not benefit us but are of benefit to the larger society and the world and for our spiritual elevation. If we develop a taste for such activities and engage in them more and more, desires will keep decreasing, sins will decrease, and virtue will grow. That is to say, we should practice to engage ourselves in activities without desires. The activity that is performed without desire is a virtuous deed. We commit sins in 4 different ways: bad deeds indulged in by the body, speaking untruth, bad thoughts of the mind, not to speak of the sins committed with money. We should get into the habit of virtuous deeds with the same 4 agents with which we commit sins. We should gain merit by rendering bodily help to others, circumambulating the Lord and worshipping Him. By chanting the Lord's names, we should gain merit. You may say, the entire time is taken for earning money. There is no time for this. Earning money is necessary for the householder. But if we think of it, we will see that not all the time is spent for earning money. How much time is wasted on useless talk, ridiculing others, idle gazing, newspaper comments? All that can be spent in meditating on the Lord's name. Even if a separate time cannot be set apart for this, it doesn't matter. While journeying to the office by bus or rail, we can mentally chant the Lord's name. Not a paisa of what is earned by a lot of running about will go with the body. In the other world, it is only the Lord's name that is legal tender. Mind is the Lord's resting place. We have made it a dustbin. After cleaning it and installing the Lord in it, we should sit in peace. Daily, we should meditate like this at least for 5 minutes. This is a routine that should go on without interruption even if there is a deluge. Because This is the only thing that will come to our rescue when the world is deluged. Money must be used in the service of the poor and the Lord and merit gained. Sin has two powers. One is that it drives us into wrongs here and now. The result is that it prods us to commit the same wrong again tomorrow. For example, the use of snuff has a bad effect at the time it is used, and it also prods us to use it again. This is the effect of habit. This should be dimmed, and by virtuous deeds we should add punya. It is vasana, impressions, that draws us into sin again and again. But it need not be feared. Those who were like us and even greater sinners than ourselves have become great devotees and jnanis. What is great about the Lord if the sinner is not redeemed? It is because we are sinners that he has got the title Patita Pavana. We only give him that greatness. Surrender unto me, I will release you from all sins. Sarva papebhyo mokshayashyami ma suchaha, says Lord Krishna as a firm commitment to protect. Therefore, let us be courageous. If something is bound over something else, only by unwinding it fully, it will become free. For the expiation of all the sins, as much virtuous deeds need to be performed. In between, there should be no impatience and hurry. If we show hurry, the thing will get tied up in difficult knots. If faith in God, we patiently act by the ways of Dharma, He will definitely extend His helping hand. All these religions have come up only for turning the mind, body, and the tongue away from enjoyment with senses and get into the habit of turning all these to Bhagavan. Every great person who came into this world and gave a religion did so only to redeem the jivas from the sins committed by them for sensual pleasures. The pleasure got through the sense organs as a result of sins is only very temporary. The object of every religion is to release it from worldly bonds, saying, "Look, to be with Paramatma is permanent bliss." Om Namah Shivaya. In the next post, we will listen to MahaPeriyava talk about the use of religion, the role of religion. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shankara, Jai Jai Shankara, Kanchi Shankara, Kamakoti Shankara.